Commander?
Wayfinder.
I'm glad to see you're in one piece. I held the gate as long as I could.
What happened up there?
I don't want to think about how close I was. We'll have to find another way to stop him.
So, Vlox has completed the rite. His power will rival the strongest of us.
At least you're still alive.
Canuck was right about Vlox. He could have easily killed me. And Kuda.
Small consolation. Well, not the Kuda parts. Or you being alive, you know what I mean.
Vlox never wanted power merely to kill. He's proven that much.
It's always been bigger than that for Vlox. For better or worse.
What does that mean? We don't have the luxury of waiting to find out if his intentions are good.
I think we could all use some air. Let's step outside and give the Wayfinder a moment. Then we can discuss the details. Daring heart.
He refused to ascend Kuda, or anyone else. She ranted about the inquest being hers, and he ended the conversation.
So they didn't part on good terms.
You could say that. Although Vlox didn't seem to care what Kuda did with the inquest anymore.
Meaning she's in charge now?
That's unfortunate.
Vlox is the primary concern. Did he give any indication of what he will do next?
He seemed to have some sort of epiphany. Said he wants to repair the Code of Creation.
That mean anything to you, Wizard?
Not precisely. The idea is beyond even the power of Davidium Nava.
We need a lead.
Kuda. Remember how she was keeping tabs on Seb and Vlox back when we arrived? If anybody has an idea, it's her.
Oh, wonderful. I'm sure if you just asked nicely.
I don't like it either, but she's all we have. We're not doing this alone, though. I'll set up a parlay, one way or another. Gather everyone you can to provide us some security.
You sure about this, Commander?
No. I'll call when things are ready.
Be careful. There are all sorts of seer defenses in the jungle. The further we venture, the stronger they become.
Here we go.
I will do no such thing, intruder.
Scorch them.
No more! I surrender!
Get Kuda on comms. Now.
Speak! If it better be important.
Kuda, we both want Vlox. Let's parlay.
The commander. Interesting. Yes, meet me on the north bank of the forge.
Your forces are amassed there.
I will do no such thing, intruder.
Leave it, commander. Forge, north bank. Don't delay. I will wait.
Saida, gather as many allies as you can and meet me north of the forge.
That's deep in Inquest territory.
Unfortunately, yes.
Understood. We'll be there as soon as we can.
Hey, we're trying to destroy these Inquest bridges. Want in on the fun?
Commander, gathered everyone we could find.
There's a fair chance we can secure an escape. Much beyond that.
Kuda hasn't gone out of her way to get revenge, but she's never had an opportunity like this.
We need to know what Vlox is going to do. Make sure everyone is ready for a trap.
This isn't a trap. We're bringing it on ourselves.
We're out of options. Anyone who doesn't agree with this plan is welcome to leave.
Let's go.
A bold strategy. Assaulting one of my subordinates and marching straight to me. Bold or desperate.
Overseer Kuda.
Director Kuda. But there's no need for such formalities between us at this point, is there? We're well acquainted after all. You allowed my escape from Keelah. You didn't pursue, and I retreated from the temple. On the other hand, there is the issue of your obsession with mass murdering my fellow Inquest, including my father.
We both know we're never going to be allies. But the bottom line is, I want to stop Vlox. And so do you.
Stop? I want him dead.
Fair enough. Tell me where he is and I'll...
Ha! And what? What can you offer me? How has that worked for you so far? And what makes you think I don't want bloodshed? No. Besides, let's say I do have the information you seek. What will you do with it? Nip at Vlox's heels? Hope he discusses his plans with you before he yet again ignores your pleas to stop?
You haven't fared any better.
Haven't I? You're speaking to the director of the inquest. I haven't marched into enemy territory to beg you for scraps. You show up empty-handed on my doorstep. You've no leverage. You've nothing to offer. Or do I misread the situation? But since you came all this way, I have a proposal for you. I have Vlox's most loyal and trusted crew members here. They refuse to recognize my authority. They're traitors, punishable by death. However, I'd happily release them into your custody. I suspect they can provide your people the information you seek.
Done.
All I ask for in exchange, Commander, is you.
What?
Huh?
A simple trade. I take the commander prisoner, you save all of these traitors, and likely get the intel you need. It's a generous offer. Better than you all deserve. I will not negotiate any further. Confer with your allies. Quickly, my time is precious!
serious.
You're not really considering this offer, right?
Let me see if...
Time's up! You truly believed I'd negotiate with you? Vlox is practically This is how the Inquest solves problems. Omega Team with me. Echo Team, no need to keep the corpses intact this time.
It did. Kuda's plan. She wanted us to see that.
She's vile. I miss Vlox already.
Stay focused. Did anyone see where she went?
Teleporter, there!
Go! She's locked down their Forge research facility.
Back to the Forge, then. Of course she's disabled the teleporter.
Not far. Just across the water. Doesn't have Ankura.
Nice.
How are they controlling these seer defenses?
I saw several consoles in the central chamber when we were last here. If I were a gambling man,
So, the controls are likely in there.
I'd bet Kuda's death on it.
Not dead after all.
boss?
Absolutely.
Excellent work, Canuck.
Look around.
This looks like some sort of control key for the barrier console.
Promising, if lacking in spectacle. Let's give it a go.
Huh, some kind of electrical tool. Could we use this to rewire the barrier console?
Might as well try it. If nothing else, looks like it'd do some damage.
That did it! Inside! should have negotiated with us, Kuda. The only choice left is surrender.
Look at you. Blindly pursuing whichever inquest leader is dangled in front of you. I can't help but notice that you seem to have left most of your allies behind, too. Vlox is a disgrace, but at least he isn't stupid. I can't help but question what he sees in you, though. Farewell, Commander. We will not be meeting again. Omega Team, you have your orders.
I think you'll find out that we've improved since you last faced us.
Finally, time for a true test of strength. Now you die. Now you die. Deny my superiority!
Close to the target. Fine.
That didn't hurt!
No more mistakes. We learn fast.
Beat me? Ugh.
It's slowing me down.
How did you catch me? Why did you fight the wizard's battles? No! I was promised revenge.
All right, where's she at?
Gone. Again. And we're lucky to be alive. She played us.
What are we waiting for? Let's chase her down.
She planned this all out. There'll be an army of Inquest between us and Kuda at this point.
That's it? We're just gonna give up?
Saeed is right. We're outnumbered and outmaneuvered. We need to pull everybody back.
We took a gamble. We lost. It happens. It's time to take a step back. Reassess.
Iskarin?
Wayfinder, I'm told the Inquest are preparing to decamp. Your negotiations were successful then?
No.
Unfortunate. But there is a positive development. With the Inquest on the move, we have unfettered access to the Dome. And the assault on the Seneschal succeeded. That should allow us to finally break Sidonie's curse. Historian Minna has pored over everything. She will meet you at the Dome with the indelible word to provide guidance. If all goes well, I'll be seeing you soon, Wayfinder.
the Forge. Please do clean up after yourself.
Commander, you won't believe all these fancy weapons the Inquest have left lying around. Lucky us.
Lend me your caring heart.
Always right on time, lady. Time constructed. Reminding me of the miracle weapon. Reinforcements have been neutralized. Quickly, take down the bridge. With the area secured, Alliance troops can move in and set up shop.
Inquest
Thanks
won't
for
be
the assist,
sneaking into
Wayfinder.
the Forge now. Commander, you here to help us liberate this little weapon stash from its unworthy owners?
Maybe I was the illusion all along.
I don't like losing. We should gather more reinforcements and strike at Kuda.
I'd like to, but stopping Vlox is still the priority. And Kuda's Inquest have the advantage for the time being.
At least they're withdrawing from some of these ruins. She obviously has different priorities than Vlox.
If it makes you feel better, Ridlock, I expect we'll have no choice but to settle the score with Kuda at some point.
Commander! Are you prepared to begin the ritual?
I'll be right there, Historian. If this ritual succeeds, at least we can salvage something from these setbacks.
Do we really need that wizard?
Given how things have gone while he's been cursed, it seems like we do.
The scroll you discovered was invaluable. With that as my guide, I was able to piece the rest of the rite together. Thanks to the success of your allies against the Allseer, Keela and Gwillian are freed and present. The rite is ready. Let's hope this has the desired effect. Let the burden of bitterness, the curse of Sidony, be lifted. Iskarin in joyous company, together in Castora. tyrant of Tyria, he forgoes perfection. May his reputation be restored. His position freely given, his perception sharpened. This eternal grudge lifts from him. Who stands at the gate, who volunteers to watch over all. Standing above the ground, watching, ever waiting. Iskarin, the father, rejoices, back straightened by determination. The weight of the sky he will carry, this solitude ceased, finite. Heavy sky can affect him no more. So speaks Minna. So it is written. So it will be done.
Howdy, Ben.
I expected something a bit more grand.
I don't know. Maybe we need to try again.
Wayfinder and friends. My power begins to return, and I have all of you to thank. Go right ahead. Thank us. Thank you, Tribune. Wayfinder. Captain. Canuck.
You're quite welcome, Iskarin.
This is making me uncomfortable. I think I like you better when you're surly.
Surly does not begin to scratch the surface. Sidely sought to protect Castora from me, rightfully so, perhaps. But this is a different time. A different battle.
Flock said he's going to repair, reforge the foundation of reality. One change, he said.
One change? No. I have seen what Phlox now sees, trod the path Phlox will surely tread. It is a road beset with perils, with temptation, with consequences beyond anything you can imagine. It always begins with one change. But that path has no end.
Commander!
Ludo!
Ah, yes. The fog shrouding Castora begins to clear. Communications are...
Commander! Is this a bad time? I've tried calling over and...
Ludo, what do you know about the Arcane Council's involvement with Phlox?
What are you getting at, Commander? Speak plainly.
Phlox had permission from the Arcane Council itself. I saw it. How did you not know about this? You didn't know, right?
What?
taken over the inquest.
Oh shit, it's too late. Tell me everything. No, wait, no time. If I can talk to you, they can talk to Vox. Kuga? I need to gather evidence immediately before they cover their tracks. They will not get away with this.
Well, at least Isgarin is back to his old self. Kind of. So many ramifications, right? The fog and storms lifting changes everything for Castora. Communications, waypoints, trade. They aren't equipped to deal with all of it. Also, Iskarin's power returning means he can help you in ways the rest of us couldn't. And did I just see Westergaard feeding a seneschal? I hope Ludo can dig up some evidence before there's a cover-up, if there isn't already. I wonder if they even know that Vlox betrayed them and Kuda's in charge. If not, likely they will very soon. Honestly, I'd love to be there when she calls the conspirators to question. God, I am starting to sound like an actual politician. I'm torn. With the curse gone and travel becoming easier, part of me wants to make a quick visit back to the mainland. But we don't know what's going to happen next with Vlox. Or Kuda. And I'm sure the Holgarners could use some help preparing for an influx of outsiders. They're in a vulnerable position. Then there's the Captain's Council. I don't know. But I'll be ready if you need me.
I don't like unfinished business, Commander. Kuda's out there strutting around with all those inquests at her command. Nothing I can do about it. I can't even guess what Vlox will do next. If that's anybody's department, it's Iskarin's. I'm starting to wonder why I'm here. Told myself I was just getting antsy. But it has to be more than that. And I mean to find out. Can't say the old windbag isn't useful. We've done everything we can to help you. But Saida, Canuck, and me, we aren't wizards. Better personalities, though. He does seem genuinely grateful. Almost as surprising as Vlox not ascending any other inquest. Maybe they're not so different, Iskarin and Vlox. Huh. Well, I'm not going anywhere. I'll check in with Kree, but otherwise I'm not budging. If the wizard gets a beat on Vlox, if Kuda leaves an opening, whatever happens, I'm going to be a part of it. I know something's gonna happen. I can smell it.
We came up short, not for lack of trying. Like old times, eh? If only it hadn't required so many ingredients. Not easy counteracting that blend of tech and magic. But it felt good to be in the thick of it. I've grown complacent of late. It's taken this Vlox affair for me to realize that. You get it already, though, don't you? Anyone who has ever wanted to do good in the world would understand. Remember what it's like to be a normal person, trying to make things better? You're constantly faced with problems that keep coming back. Problems you feel helpless against. You either deal with the small things and end up treading water, or you try to solve the big ones and realize you can't. Every one of us has dreamed about what we would do if we could, though. How we'd solve everything. Of course, if we tried, it would never work, because we can't see all the pieces. Omnipotence doesn't guarantee omniscience. There isn't always a single right answer. That's the thing about this kind of power, Commander. It's just as dangerous in the hands of those who want to do good. I'm going back to the pub, but not for the reasons you likely assume. Yes, I will have a drink, but while I'm doing that, I mean to have a good think about my priorities. Wealth and pleasure are fine pursuits, but I find myself yearning for more purpose.
I had my doubts, but it worked. It was a collaborative effort. After you discovered it, Iskarin assisted me in translating Sidoni's curse. Under normal circumstances, that would be a menial task for him. But the curse fought him, fang and claw. Once we had the translation, I attempted to reverse engineer a counter to the curse. I was skeptical. I am a historian, not a spellcrafter. But Iskarin believed it could be successful. He was correct. I still do not understand Sidoni's naming of Iskarin as the Father. Iskarin claims it was used as a pejorative. I kept it, relying on its positive connotations to negate the insult. This is not my realm of expertise, but it does seem so. The All-Seer, the great statue infused with the, will, for lack of a better term, the will of seers who willingly gave their lives, let's say, its function was to control the Seneschals. Perhaps you saw the chain-like magic affect them, yes? That, influenced the Seneschals to protect Castora. This is my theory, anyway. I've yet to run it by Iskarin. I've noticed he is often not forthcoming with such details. Whether that's because he is secretive by nature or simply hiding his ignorance, I couldn't say. Yes. And no. I think so. The All-Seer had to be defeated, from my understanding of the curse. Whether the Seneschals being freed was a requirement or a side effect is a question we might never know the answer to. I, for one, am pleased to see them freed. They are friendly, but still quite protective of this land. I can see why, in desperation, the Seers use them as guardians in their absence.
My mind clears. Finally. No, but I expect it will not be long. Again, I offer my thanks. Since landing on Castora, I've felt increasingly out of sorts. Being forced to rely on all of you without access to all of my power, I've felt almost helpless. Mortal, I suppose. It is a disturbing feeling. Yet perhaps it has also provided me with some overdue perspective. He has proven his sincerity, as well as his dedication to his beliefs. He has witnessed the full depth and breadth of the obstacles that plague existence in Tyria and beyond. And he has the unshakable conviction that what he does is for the greater good. There are few things I truly fear. I fear what will remain of Tyria if Phlox succeeds. We must glean all the information available. If we cannot track Phlox himself, we must keep a close watch on Kuda. We must know what the Inquest knows, what the Council knows. We must leave no stone unturned. And if we are still unable to predict his movements, we must react swiftly. We cannot afford to lose another chase.
Commander, you and your people have been awful busy, haven't you? Hounding Inquest, breaking curses, freeing monsters?
Osborn, Keela's not a monster. I won't hear it.
You even got Westergaard here turning into a regular Wavehawk Pete the way she's taken to that crab.
I'm warning you, Mayor. Don't think I won't toss you right into the bay like I wanted to with the commander here.
For better or worse, yeah. Mostly better, I have to think. But it's gonna be a huge change for Hullgarden. Without the fog and the storms, we could have a real trade route. I could talk to your Captain Saida about that. How do you like the sound of Port Hullgarden? Your people tell us this will make waypoint construction simpler too. Survival here is about to get a lot easier. Whether we can hang on to what makes Hullgarden Hullgarden, that remains to be seen.
I was itching to slay both of those beasts. I was wrong about them. I'm not too big to admit that. The Seers chose them for a reason. Noble creatures, fierce. And I think they care about this land. More than us, maybe. Now that they're free from Seer control, I think we can work together. Tend to the land. Protect it. Pete called it symbiosis, I think. Pete says a lot of things. He's, cute. That depends on whether the Inquest are leaving Castor. If they are, guess I'll be tending to Keela and Gwillian. But if the Inquest think they're staying here, well, you might not be able to get rid of me just yet.
Oh, I've been gone long enough, and I've got a feeling there's gonna be a lot more Marin that'll need doing now. Tell Saida I could use her advice about that port idea. Here she's getting into politics, too. Plenty to discuss.